is happening, guys? Y'all got our beer video, but before we get into the beer, if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, that bell for notifications of new videos. Let's get into the beer, man. I got Double Grid today from Hop Butcher. Double Grid's a Citra and Mosaic hopped double IPA coming in at 7.5% ABV. Check out that can artwork. And Double Grid, I've had grid before, so the name Double Grid, you would assume there's, just a grid, and there is. But the odd thing is, grid is an American Pale Ale, whereas this is a double IPA. So you would think, Double Grid would be a double version of grid, and if this is a double IPA, grid must be an IPA, right? Wrong. That's what I thought too. I went back, I looked, and just to make sure, and it was an American Pale Ale. So there you go. There's the tasting notes, but Grid and Double Grid are both brewed with Citra and Mosaic, so they have the same hops, man. Packaged on, or canned on, but it says packaged. 125.21, today's 3/8/21, so it has a little bit of, time on it, about a month. Let's call it a month. It says Happy 5 Years, Southern Grist. I have not had beers from them, but I have seen other reviews and have heard from through social media that they brew some pretty damn good beers. One day I'll get to try them, but let's get this into the glass, see what it looks like, smells like, and tastes like, man. And I did have this, I don't know, when it was pretty damn fresh. I would say, 3 weeks ago or something like that. And I don't remember much about it, to be honest. And that's not because it wasn't a good beer. It's just I just don't remember. There's just too many damn beers I drink, between now and 3 weeks ago. So I just don't remember, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that because then I get to experience it again for the first time on camera, and it's not like, oh yeah, I already drank that, I already know, how it tastes. No, it's basically new to me again because I just don't remember what it tastes like. So I pour with about a finger of head, man. There's a tin of orange to this head. Pretty soapy, pretty frothy. It looks like the head's going to linger around and hang out with us for a little bit while we talk about the color here. The color of the beer, straight New England style juice, man. It has just that nice mango juice color to it. It looks like pureed mangoes, honestly. It has this nice orangey, not too deep of an orange, but like a nice orange. I want to say it's vibrant, but it's a very nice smoothie-like orange color, man. Putting it to the light, obviously it's a very hazy beer, so it's not translucent. You can't see anything on the other side. It's just a very pleasant New England style looking beer, man. Let's get the aroma. Oh man, just that citrus. It's very nice. I wouldn't say soft or pillowy, but it's kind of is. It's not super zesty. It's just very sweet. I would say mandarin oranges, man. It's just a very pleasant citrus aroma. I would say some nice peach, definitely mangoes in here. Not because it looks like mangoes. I do get, ripe mangoes in here. It smells more like the kidney-shaped ones, the ones that are smaller in size but slimy and just very, very sweet when they're ripe. Yeah, I would say for the most part it's just citrus, very nice, semi-zesty, ripe oranges, and then you got the ripe mangoes, and a touch, just a very small touch of peaches, man. And maybe just a little dankiness, just very, very little. I'm not sure if I'm making that up or not. But the other aromas, pretty spot on. It smells like a sweeter IPA, which is fine. As long as it's not, syrupy sweet, I'm all good with it. Let's get to it. Cheers. Yeah, dude, the flavor, basically spot on with the nose, man. You do have that citrus that I said was, it smelled very ripe, kind of pillowy, but kind of zesty. Same thing on the palate, dude. Same thing. It has that slight zestiness, that little zing initially, then it mellows out into that nicer, sweeter, pillowy, softer, sweet, ripe oranges, and then of course that mango definitely comes through, man. The finish, however, it finishes fairly abruptly, I would say. It doesn't linger around. The finish is short. It's not like a long lingering finish. I think I just said that. But you also get slight hop flavor to it, and this nicer, I guess, weedy, pale ale-ish. It kind of reminds me of a pale ale finish because Pale ales usually, that's why I prefer IPAs over pales, because the finish on IPAs are usually better. They're hoppier for sure because they're an IPA, but the finish also usually ends. There's some character to the ending, whereas this is kind of just falls off into this. It's nice, but it's not what I look for in an IPA. You get that weedy, crackery, slight malty finish that just kind of wraps up way too quickly, in my opinion. But the flavor, when you do get the flavor up front, when it initially hits your tongue, everything is spot on. Huge juice bomb with very low bitterness, man. Yeah, I would say that's it. It lasted a little longer. I like that. It lasted a little. You got this, I don't know, this berry medley thing going on here. It's not bubblegum, it's not cotton candy, but you definitely got this, mixture of berries in there, in with the mangoes and that citrus. That citrus wasn't kicking too hard that time around, which is okay. And that finish actually finished a little long. It lasted a little longer, man. So I mean, I like I said, man, I had this beer before, but like it's like a whole new beer again to me because I don't remember. There's so many damn beers in between, man. Yeah, the more I drink this, the more I like it. Very, very easy drinking. For people who are, not too into beers, they don't like IPAs, they kind of cringe at the sound of here's an IPA because it's so bitter, or what they associate with, bitterness and beers. If you gave them this, they would actually, I would think they question you if this is in fact a beer or some kind of mixed drink or something like that. I wouldn't say that they think this is like some kind of juice, because you obviously can taste that it's not like mango juice or orange juice or something like that. But they would probably question if this is an IPA or not, if they're not into beers and they don't know what a New England style IPA is. That's how large of a juice bomb this is. This is extremely crushable. 7.5% ABV. I'm getting very, very little alcohol. Like just very, very little, man. And honestly, I think people who are just not into IPAs or bitter IPAs, West Coast IPAs mainly, I would say, they would be all about this, man. This is a huge mango, citrus, mixed berry juice bomb, man. Just a very, very pleasant, easy drinking, I would say entry level as far as bitterness and flavor wise. Everything's just like kind of entry level to New England style IPAs. It's not very hoppy. It just has all the right elements. Like the maltiness, there's just enough sweet maltiness to not overpower the flavor of the beer. Like it's not overly sweet, not overly malty. It's enough to round out the little bit of hoppiness that is there. And it's a sweeter IPA, but not overly sweet, like I said, man. It's just very ripe, very juicy fruit. It's a very easy drinking double IPA, man. Mouthfeel just slightly above water consistency. I would say it matches the color, the appearance of this beer very, very well. And I don't know, man. Every time you go for a sip, it's just that the aromatics are amazing in this beer. It just smells very inviting. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a mixed bowl of tropical fruits. Honestly, it's very pleasant. It's very inviting. It's great. So, anyways, man, that is Hot Butcher's Double Grid, 7.5% ABV. Double IPA brewed with Citra and Mosaic, I believe. Yeah, okay, and that makes total sense why I said it has that zesty but also soft and sweet citrus, and then the slight dankiness. I didn't really get that on the palate, but I did get the berries, which comes from Mosaic for the most part. I think mostly comes from Mosaic. So that makes complete sense, man. That makes total sense. Anyways, you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comments, questions, leave them below. And as always, dream big dreams and believe all things are possible. Thank you for watching. Cheers.